breaking news alert.
Thank you so much for joining us here at 6 o'clock. Louisville police body camera video shows what they call an ambush on officers and offices. There were officers responding, that is, to yesterday's mass shooting at Old National Bank.
Police have just released 3 videos in the past 45 minutes. 2 are from police body cameras. WCPO 9 News anchor Evan Millward's in the newsroom. You've taken a look at those videos. Tell us about them and the timeline, Evan.
Yeah, Tanya, Craig, the body camera footage from both officers Wilt and Galloway shows tense minutes, and it's only a few of them. They feel much, much longer. Officer Galloway was Wilt's training officer. He was just about 11 days out of the academy. That's why they were out together. So Galloway takes the lead as they get out of their cruisers next to Slugger Field. The video you're about to see is from Galloway's body-worn camera. He's grazed by a bullet as he approaches the doors. He does a roll and retreats to cover down some stairs behind a planter. Police have blurred parts of the video because they are graphic, so here you go. We are picking up the video a couple of minutes later after additional police units arrive. The gunman had shot out a window in order to keep shooting at police. That gives away his location. Officer Galloway gets a visual on it and eventually returns fire, hitting the shooter. Galloway then runs up the stairs. You'll see a blurred area on the right. That's where Officer Wiltz fell after the gunman shot him in the head. Once inside, another blurred area you'll see is the shooter on the ground. You will also see his rifle there on the ground. Louisville officials say that was an AR-15. Police about an hour ago praising these officers' bravery and control.
Response wasn't perfect, but it was exactly the response we needed. I think I would love to have either one of those officers ride with me any day. They did absolutely exactly what they needed to do to save lives.
Now, police also played video from a civilian taken from directly across Main Street. In that clip, you can kind of see everything that's happening. You see Officer Galloway retreating behind that planter after he had been wounded there, and he stays there for a little bit. This entire video, all of them, lasts just a few minutes. Officer Wilkes remains in critical condition tonight. We'll continue to stay on top of this story for you. We've been told, Tanya and Craig, that there could be more coming out, including those 911 calls.
All right, Evan Millward in the newsroom with the latest on the Louisville mass shooting there. Thank you, Evan. As for the shooter, police say 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon used an AR-15 style rifle that he legally purchased at a local gun store 1 week before the attack. Sturgeon was a current employee, and sources tell ABC News that he had learned he was about to be fired and left a note indicating he planned to shoot up the bank.
Officials are also coming through the live video Sturgeon was streaming on Instagram during the shooting. Louisville's police chief is hoping the items they retrieved from Sturgeon's home will help shed some light on a motive. And the number of people killed has risen to 5 after one of the victims died in the hospital last night. Those killed have been identified as Jim Tutt, Josh Barrick, Juliana Farmer, Deanna Eckert, and Tommy Elliott.
And we've also learned within the past 2 hours here another victim has been discharged. That means 3 patients remain in the hospital. 2 are in fair condition. The third is 26-year-old rookie officer Nicholas Wilt, who was shot in the head while engaging the shooter.
Wilt was on just his 4th shift as an LMPD officer. He is still listed in critical condition this evening. So one of the victims killed does have ties to Cincinnati.
Joshua Barrick was a Xavier grad and a former Cincinnati resident as well. Reporter Madeline Audley is live on campus tonight with what we've learned about his ties to the tri-state. Madeline?
Craig, Tanya, Joshua was an undergrad student here, and once he finished school, he actually stuck around in the tri-state and worked in Cincinnati for several years after. A mass shooting about 100 miles away from Xavier's campus hits close to home for the Musketeers. Joshua Barrick was one of 5 people killed after a bank employee opened fire inside the Old National Bank in Louisville. He graduated Xavier in 2005, studying business administration. In a statement Tuesday, Xavier's president writing, quote, "Everyone at Xavier University is heartbroken for Joshua and his family. We extend our deepest of sympathies to his family." The university recognized him in a service already planned for Tuesday, meant to honor members of the school community who died this year. Joshua stayed in Cincinnati post-grad, working at Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and PNC. In Louisville, his pastor tells me he was an active parishioner and coached basketball, writing, quote, "He cared deeply about his family, his faith, and his community." And we are also hearing from his brother saying Joshua was passionate about life and would have done anything for anybody. Joshua leaves behind his wife and 2 young kids. For now, live at Xavier University, Madeline Ottley, WCPO 9 News.